Hello dear students, I am Dr. A.B. Kamble, working in Department of Zoology, KBP Mahavidyalaya Pandharpur. Today I am going to introduce the topic from BSc Second Zoology. In the BSc Second Zoology, there are two papers, paper number 5 and paper number 6. So in the paper number 6, entitled Biochemistry, there is one important topic which is the carbohydrate metabolism. Carbohydrate metabolism, this topic consisting of the several sub-bit like the classification of carbohydrate, glycolysis, Krebs cycle, gluconeogenesis, glycogenolysis, biological significance. These are the different bits of the carbohydrate metabolism. Out of that, today we are going to observe here classification of the carbohydrate. With respect to the carbohydrate, it is necessary to know that basic things of the carbohydrate. This carbohydrate is one of the important organic molecule which include three components, that is the sugar, second component is the starch, and third component which is the cellulose. Structurally, this carbohydrate is made by carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. With respect to the hydrogen and oxygen, they are present in the ratio of a 1:1. So we have to remember here this ratio that will be asked for multiple choice type of the question. After the introduction of carbohydrate, we are going to observe classification of carbohydrate. These carbohydrates are divided into the three groups. First group of the carbohydrate is the monosaccharide. Second group of the carbohydrate which is the disaccharide, and third group of the carbohydrate which is the polysaccharide. We have to understand these three types of the carbohydrate, and we are concentrating first of all on the monosaccharide. See, this monosaccharide is not a single word. This is made by the two words. One is the monos. Monos means the single, and second word, that is the saccharide. This saccharide means the sugar. So monosaccharides are made by the single sugar. Well-known example of this monosaccharide is the glucose. This is the well-known example of the monosaccharide. Now, with respect to the classification of sugar, it is depend on carbon skeleton, which is ranges from 3 to 6 carbon, and on the basis of that, these monosaccharides are divided into the some group like the triose, which is followed by the tetroses. These tetroses are followed by the pentoses, and these pentoses are followed by the hexoses. See, we have to observe here how these are converted here. These trioses are represented like this. This is the trioses, which is followed by the tetroses, C4H8O4, pentoses, which are followed here, and last is the hexoses, which are represented here. So these are the different groups of the monosaccharide like the glucose, triose, tetroses, pentoses and the hexoses. With respect to the monosaccharide, there are three important examples. First example of this monosaccharide is the glucose. These are the example. First example of this monosaccharide is the glucose. Second example is the fructose, and third example, that is the pentose. So we have to concentrate on the glucose, fructose and pentose. As we all know that this glucose is the important sugar which present in the living cell. This is useful for immediate supply of the energy, and with respect to the blood, it is present in a 0.1%. It is about the glucose. Second example of the monosaccharide, which is the fructose. This fructose is present in plant juices and in the honey. And third example of this monosaccharide, which is the pentose. This pentose is present in the form of a ribose sugar. So this is about the monosaccharide. Now we are observing the disaccharide. This is the second example of a carbohydrate. See, di means the two and saccharide means the sugar. So disaccharides are formed by the two sugar, and these two sugars are joined by the glycosidic linkage. We have to remember here, in between these two sugar, glycosidic linkage is present. These are the three well-known examples of the disaccharide. First example is the maltose, second example is the lactose, and third example is the sucrose. With respect to the maltose, this is also known as the malt sugar, and this malt sugar is present in germinating cereals of the barley. With respect to the maltose, this is the union of a two glucose molecule. Now the second example of this disaccharide is the lactose. This lactose is also called as the milk sugar. It is made by the glucose, and this is present in the mammal. The third example of the disaccharide is the sucrose. This sucrose is present in cane sugar, and it is commonly known as the table sugar. This is made by the two monomer, and the two monomer of the sucrose, one is the glucose and second monomer, this is the fructose. So this is the classification of a disaccharide. Now this is the last type of the carbohydrate, which is the polysaccharide. We have to know here, this poly means the number or more than, and saccharide means the sugar. If more than one type of sugar are associated to each other, that time there is a formation of a polysaccharide. See, these are the three important characteristics of the polysaccharide. First characteristic is the amorphous. All polysaccharides are amorphous. That means it has no any particular shape or it has no any particular structure. Second thing, that polysaccharides are insoluble in the water, and these polysaccharides are tasteless. So these polysaccharides are commonly known as the starches or the non-sugar. These monosaccharides, which are present in actually the polysaccharide, they are attached to each other by the glycosidic bond. Now these polysaccharides are divided into the two categories. One is the homopolysaccharide, and second category is the heteropolysaccharide. We have to understand here the difference between the homopolysaccharide and the heteropolysaccharide. If monosaccharides are of one type and they are associated to each other, that time it is the homopolysaccharide. And if monosaccharides are of the other type and if they are associated to each other, that time they are the heteropolysaccharide. See, these are the three examples of the polysaccharide. One is the starch, second example is the glycogen, and third example is the cellulose. Now we are concentrating on the starch, as we all know that this is present in the plant. These are of the two type of origin. One is the amylose and the other is the amylopectin. Second important example, which is the glycogen. This glycogen is one of the polysaccharide and they are stored in a liver of the animal. The third example of the polysaccharide is the cellulose. It is again present in the plant material and they give mechanical support to the cell. So this is about the polysaccharide.